Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is Desamos, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empires free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse, I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us, give us a like, share this video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. Now, at this point in time, we already know that the black sheep of the family, they're the chosen ones. Life hasn't been easy for the chosen one. You can reflect and look back in time, and you will see that your life has been different, has been moving. You have always moved different, and you have always been different from anyone else within your unit. You are not like your brothers. You weren't like your sisters. You resembled them. Sometimes you look like your parents, but actually, you are different. And at the same time, as the black sheep of the family, you are the person that always had a very big heart. Now, this big heart of yours has usually got you into trouble, okay? Because people took this as a weakness, sometimes to abuse you. Most of the time, most of the time to abuse you. They have seen this as a weakness. But the only thing they don't understand, a lot of times, even especially your family members, they do not understand that you are the generational curse breaker. So most of the times along your journey, of course, in the early days of your journey, you will not really know who you are, okay? You'll be doing things like everybody else, of course. You believe in a normal, ordinary life. But as you continue to evolve, especially after the awakening, you realize that you are the family's generational curse breaker. And that is when everything is going to completely turn 180 degrees. Because, of course, eventually, you're going to discover all these things about yourself, and you're going to finally find out what it is you came here to do. But you see, before that, back in the days, as a black sheep of the family, life has been hard. We can all agree that your life has been very difficult. I don't know what about you, but me personally, it has been hard, okay? You didn't conform to family traditions, religions, lifestyle, cultures. You didn't conform. It did not matter what your family believed in. You refused to conform because you knew that inside of you there was things that were questionable and were not resonating with your soul. So you could have probably had a different type of food that you wanted to eat, or you probably had a different swagger, or you probably had a different lifestyle. Your whole personality and experience was different. Now, within the unit, you have to know something else, which is also most likely going to help you on your healing journey. Your family, all this abuse you have been seeing over the years, has been unconscious. Let me repeat this one more time. The family that you've been dealing with, ladies and gentlemen, and the abuse you have endured all these years, it has been unconscious. So when you finally understand who you are, and you're able to get that sense of how you have awakened, of course, and you've finally come to that sense of who you really are, the very first thing you have to do is forgive your family. You forgive them, and then you walk away. For the most of the black sheep I've seen on their journey, I think they have chosen to walk away. They have awakened and understood what the problem was, and they have walked away, because normally walking away gives you a lot of space. You get out of space to heal. You discover so many things about yourself. You go within, and there's not supposed to be anybody around you, especially toxic people, for you to be able to heal and to embark on this healing journey. But you see, one of the things you have to understand as a black sheep, it is very important to understand that you have got a crown on your head, on your life. Actually, let's put it this way: you have got a crown on your head, on your life. This crown, wherever you are or wherever you have been, let me use the word that you guys understand. Let's use the word energy. The energy within you, wherever you went, and all the people that you engaged, even including your family members, they would feel this energy. So whenever they saw you, even in your early days in childhood, back then in childhood, they would simply see a pure light. But you see, the thing is, with the dysfunctional family unit, you have got to know that you are dealing with people who are unhealthy. Unhealthy parents, unhealthy siblings, unhealthy brothers, unhealthy sisters. So the whole entire system is unhealthy. And it has got nothing to do with you. So the reason why you saw a lot of times people dumping a lot of garbage towards you, it was like, so they were dealing with so many things in their lives, in their own personal lives. And they were not designed, they were not ready, they were not even able or capable of dealing with their own crop. So they had to find a garbage can that they can actually deposit their garbage so that actually they can usually feel good about themselves. Let me tell you a story, ladies and gentlemen. In my early days of awakening, I tried to help. There was a sibling I was trying to help, actually a family member that I was trying to help, who I knew that was dealing with the narcissist, actually, in this sense. So this sibling, actually, we could get along. Of course, I would tell this sibling, well, you know, this is what you need to know. Let's do like this and let's do like that. So sometimes I was participating in the healing of this sibling. But then I noticed that actually this sibling, whenever they would heal, at some degree they would get somewhere in their healing journey, could even sometimes take a couple of months, then they would actually go back and fall back into those cycles of abuse. So in most of the cases, they would find themselves getting hoovered back into those relationships. And the first thing what those siblings did, whenever they reunited or they got hoovered in those entanglements, the first thing what they used to do, they would dump all the garbage back towards me. That I was the problem. Me who was helping them in this situation, dealing with a very toxic individual. Whenever they would heal, they would be drawn back to this individual, and then they would now dump the garbage back towards me, that I used to be the problem. So of course this thing went on like about 1 or 2 times, and the third time I was like, okay, I'm not going to deal with this. So I stepped away. I went out. Now this thing has been happening within your family for a very long period of time. You are just not aware of this. A lot of family members, they were dealing with a very big weight on their chests, even within their own lives. And they did not know where to put this whole crap. So you were used as the reason why they call you the scapegoat of the family. It was very easy for them to put a finger towards you so that all the attention would be drawn away from them, and all the attention now would go towards you. Now you see a lot of this projection, whereby people would usually say that you are the problem, you are the one who has done this, you are the wrong one, you are the chaotic one, you are the stubborn one, you are the disobedient one, all those kind of names you remember. I cannot mention for you. Everything was a projection because they were directing a certain energy towards you. Now this energy could have started when you was a kid, of course. It was building up and it was building up, and eventually this energy became a part of you. And what happened next? You started to lose yourself. And that is when you lost track of your life. And that is exactly when, because you were dealing with a lot of energy which wasn't your energy. That energy that you was dealing with all these years. We're talking about pre-healing, before the healing. All the energy, the entire energy you have been dealing with, ladies and gentlemen, it has not been your energy. That energy has been coming from your family. So it had nothing to do with you. So because you were dealing with a very negative energy, wherever you went, for example, you went to schools, you would find yourself getting scapegoated even in your schools. When you was in relationships, your own families scapegoated you. When you went to church, you also became the scapegoat. You went to a job place. Did you know that most of the people, let me tell you something, this is something you guys need to think about actually. Did you know that most of the people that actually fired from their work, not all, I said not all, most of them, did you know that actually those are the scapegoats? most likely the scapegoats of the family, the black sheep of the family. Those are the guys who are the very first ones to be sacked from their jobs. You can do your research, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go out there and do your research. A lot of people who are fired from work, a lot of them are scapegoats. And it has got nothing completely to do with them. A lot of times these things it is a conditioning that has been going on within your family. And this conditioning of being scapegoated has followed you out of your family into society, churches, communities, friendships, work, jobs. So the scapegoating has just been a continuation of something that has always been happening when you was back within your family. So you have been carrying a lot of energy that did not belong to you. So while you were carrying a lot of people's energies, those negative energies from the people around you, while you were dealing with that energy, everybody else was out there happy, happy homes. Everything is going well with their jobs. Families are okay. Whatever they had an issue to deal with, they found somewhere to dump that garbage so that they could not deal with that. So they could get away with it, dump it somewhere, and move on with their lives. Now, you as the scapegoat of the family, you have been accumulating this energy for a very long period of time, and this energy became a part of you. Is the reason as to why when the black sheep of the family is activated, for example, when you get that sense of awakening and you've snapped, the very first thing you remember, I don't know what it is in your situation, but for me, the very first thing I remembered everything. From the beginning, back in the days when I was a kid, everything came back to me. I was like, oh, finally I can breathe, I see it. Guys, you cannot believe the relief. The relief I got when I figured out what had been happening over these years. When this veil lifted and I saw what I was dealing with for so many years, I got a very big relief, because now I knew that, okay, so now I know what I need to do with my life. I knew how to move, So everything comes back to you and you realize that, okay, so for a very long period of your life, many years of your life, a big chunk of your life, you have been dealing with energy that did not belong to you. So when we're talking about the healing of the black sheep, the healing is very intensive. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when you're healing, a lot of your family members will not understand this. So they will fight with you, they will call you names, they will go around talking about you, smearing your name, you're the stupid one, you're the problem causer, you're the one with the issues, it has always been you, and all those kind of things. So when you're healing as a black sheep, there is people that will not understand your healing journey. They have never understood you from day one, ladies and gentlemen. You've been in your family for 40 years. They never understood you. So what makes you believe that when you awaken and you get out of that family and you start healing, what makes you think that they're going to understand you at that moment? It's not going to happen, So it's the reason as to why me sometimes when I'm talking to people, and I know that they're the black sheep, they're the scapegoats of the family, the first thing I tell them, get out. The first thing I tell them, ladies and gentlemen, you want to heal. You want to heal after abuse from a dysfunctional family unit. Ladies and gentlemen, the first step you do, you walk away. Walk away, forgive them, do not look back. There's no other way out, It's allowed to love people from a distance. You can always go out there somewhere and start healing, and you can love your family from a distance. But when you know that there is people that have been have brought in a very toxic energy in your life, you have identified these people, ladies and gentlemen, you do not have a reason to continue engaging with these individuals. Get out, and you can decide to love them from a distance. Because I can tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The moment a black sheep awakens, they will know that the relationship with their families, it will never be the same. The relationship with your family will never be the same, ladies and gentlemen. Take it from me. You're going to start watching people from a distance. They stay where they are, and you can love them from a distance. You have nothing to do with this, you know. So the conditioning starts within the unit, okay? All of you guys are having a lot of problems with self-esteem, you know. You don't have any idea how I struggled to start putting out videos, ladies and gentlemen, 3.5 years ago. You cannot even imagine how I struggled to put out these videos. There is so many things that I did not think that I could even do for the entire part of my life. And I think even until now, so many people within the unit, they are surprised that I can do what I'm doing at this moment, because nobody thought I could do this. It was inside of you. But you see, the problem with the black sheep is that your light has been shut down from day one. So you are not meant to shine. While everybody else was doing their own thing, happy with their life, you are not meant to shine. Oh, you know, we like you. We want the best for you. You know, we are family. So come on, and we, you know, then they start dragging you and driving you towards their direction, where they want you to go. You know? You guys know what I'm talking about. A lot of times they will come around like family. Oh, you know, we are family. So there's that blanket of being the family. You know what I mean? So what they do now, they start dragging you, pulling you, and driving you towards that direction that they want you to go. You know, the parents will come around. Oh, you know, because in this family, this is how we move because of our religion and our cultures. This is what we're supposed to do. They are telling you what you're supposed to do with your life, because that's what they want you to be. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something, black sheeps. You have got to stop underestimating yourselves. You really need to know who you are, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to know who you are. You did not come here to serve families that are not serving you. You did not come here to be anyone's slave. Those parents are not doing the role of their parents. Instead of loving you, they are abusing you because they do not have any love to offer. Walk away. People, you have nothing to lose. You have got to walk away. And the earlier you do this, the better. You want to be happy? You want to be free? You have got to get out of a toxic family unit. Do not hate anybody. So when I'm talking about these things, ladies and gentlemen, I do not say hate anyone, go out there calling them out and destroying their life. No. Do not hate anyone. People, ladies and gentlemen, this is not what you're meant to do. It is not even in your DNA. Walk away. You know, sometimes the universe wants to bless you, okay? But the universe is not blessing you because there is people around you and they cannot see that blessing. You guys have been telling you this, black sheep. I've been telling you this ever since day one. The universe is trying to bless you. But there is people around you that the universe wants to go. The universe wants them to go. You know what I mean? That wife in your bed, very, very toxic woman. The husband that you believe is your husband, the father of your kids, is a very toxic person, ladies and gentlemen. The universe is going to hold your blessings until you have left behind some people. Let me tell you something funny, ladies and gentlemen. You know me. Sometimes I like sharing with you these stories to inspire you. There are some things I like sharing with you so that they can inspire you. Let me tell you something. When I was sharing on YouTube, when I started this journey of YouTube. So what really happened? I was still involved with so many people back in the days. I had those friends, you know, from old school, you know, some of them from the schools, back in the school, colleges. Of course, there were some other family members still a part of me in that time. And I noticed, ladies and gentlemen, none of those people they liked what I was doing. None of them liked what I was doing. So I was actually with people, but I was on my own. I did not get any support, no words of encouragement. None of them even ever came and subscribed to my channel. If you want to know what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, you know. So one day, I got my second awakening. So in that time, I didn't yet awaken. I had awakened from the narcissist, of course. And then, a few months later, I received my second awakening of being a black sheep of the family. So that is when I say, okay, now I'm going to change the rules. So I completely flipped the rules 180 degrees. And I removed people out of my life. Family, useless people, go. Toxic friends, out. Unapologetically, ladies and gentlemen, I started removing people. The art of removing people, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be very difficult and intense. But there is something you're supposed to do to grow. You know? I removed people, ladies and gentlemen. In those days, I remember I had about maybe between 20 or 30 subscribers in that time. It took a while. I'd already been doing videos, but the channel wasn't growing. The channel was just stuck, you know. The moment I removed people out of my life, ladies and gentlemen, my channel hit. I think that's when I hit the first 120 subscribers. It took about 2 days. I removed those people, ladies and gentlemen, post-awakening of being a black sheep in the family. And you know what happened? My channel moved from around, I think it was 30 subscribers, it went to 120 subscribers. It is the first time I woke up one day and I saw I had reached 120 subscribers on my YouTube channel. And then, of course, there was a video that went, in those days, I got my first viral video. I think it went about 1,000 views. I think it was 1,200 views in that time. Then I was like, oh, now I'm starting to get it, you know. You remove people, then the universe blesses you. Remove the toxicity, ladies and gentlemen, receive your blessing. But black sheep, what I want to say in this video is that you can heal. It's possible. Healing is possible. Just understand that there's work going to be done. Because remember that you've been dealing with trauma, a very long history of trauma. So healing has got to be done, ladies and gentlemen. There's no other way around it. But when you heal, ladies and gentlemen, you will evolve. And you're going to become the greatest version of yourself. So this video, I've just done it to inspire the black sheep out there. The ones of you who have suffered tremendous pain and hurt from your families and your communities, I wanted to inspire you. And I wanted to let you know that everything is possible. But everything starts with the decision. So you have got to make a very powerful decision. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. I've been seeing a lot of black sheep. Okay, I understand it, I get it. There's been a lot of pain. But ladies and gentlemen, do not spend a lot of energy feeling sorry for yourself. Get back up on your feet, ladies and gentlemen, and keep on walking. You have got to walk. If you cannot walk, you can crawl if you can. But you have got to keep moving. Do not sit down and start feeling sorry for yourself, because it is not going to help you. It is just going to put you back in that sorry state. And that is a very low vibration energy. Get up. Walk. You can even run if you can, but you are eventually going to get where it is you want to be. So, wishing you well, all the black sheep family out there. You guys know that I do love and appreciate your support. You can book a session, ladies and gentlemen. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.